Hi guys, we are in the Medyka now. We have to park in here, and there is a lots of lorries and other vans who unfortunately take the all people who are from refugees, and it was quite challenging to find this place, to be honest.
Jeff Horenstein, an emergency physician from Boston, Massachusetts.
USA.
Yes, USA.
Yes.
And here to volunteer as the first stop for urgent care at the border crossing.
Well, we can see here, guys, this is lots of gloves and medicine, and it's here. They've got something like this only because it's extremely cold outside. So can you tell me what you're exactly doing, because next to you it's a border. So do you have any people who've been injured, or how? Just tell me your day by day.
Sure. The organization really is threefold. There's the tent here that's set up as a medical tent, and there's a tent at the top where people are waiting for the buses as well. Often we do basic things such as warming or checking people's babies who they're worried about that they haven't been feeding as much when women have less breast milk production with the stress of the crossing. And then the more higher level urgent care can occur here in this tent, which is the closest tent to the border itself. And then behind us, although not where we're able to take video, is a larger tent where women and children can stay for whether it's a few hours to have a place to sleep and their children to play with other children, or for as many days as they need until they coordinate their next stop and from where they're headed. And it really varies. Some people know exactly where they're going to head, and other people use it to calm down and make contacts and see what their options are before having to get on a bus to an unknown larger facility.
I see. Who is coordinate everything in here?
No, not at all. You're great. I just
So you do it great. She would like to be like a
I just
secret.
wanted to say good night.
Good night.
And
I'll see you tomorrow. I think I work overnight tomorrow night.
yeah, I will talk to you. Call me after it's done.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, can we see something, because I'm pretty sure this is what's happened now, because the people here are walking.
Correct.
You can see the people are walking. I'm sorry, walking all the times like this, and I saw a lots of wheelchairs on the other side. So can you tell me, how do you find someone is injured, or because I'm pretty sure I saw the lady, she's got 7 months
Pregnant.
her labor. Yeah. So it's amazing what have you done already here, but I can only imagine that's very challenging for you to.
So the interesting piece, this is an Israeli and French-based organization, Saboteurs Sans Frontières, so Rescuers Without Borders, and they were the first tent here. On day 2 of the war, they set up a much smaller tent than this, which is the tent at the top, which you should look at, to begin to provide medical care. They are able to, compared to the larger NGOs, they're able to mobilize immediately with a small team. And it now has grown to where we have 6 physicians working 8-hour shifts side by side with each other, so that we have 1 physician at the tent north and 1 here on the border. In terms of what other individuals in this group do, we have people that cross the border every single day, about 5 trips per day, and they identify individuals in line that are wheelchair bound or elderly folks struggling because they've been waiting 5+ hours in line in the cold. Each night it is -5 degrees centigrade.
Oh, gosh.
And the line can often take, even at night, 4+ hours to process through. So our volunteers walk across the border, often with supplies to give to humanitarian shelters on that side in wheelchair or in trolleys, and then identify individuals, ask if they need help crossing, and then they are able to remove those people from the line and bring the elderly or the pregnant individuals or those with young children to the front of the line and cross, and then offer free medical care or a place to stay if needed.
I can see that's lots of medicine. What do you need?
Yeah, so a lot of the medicine that we need is based on routine primary care. So individuals travel with only their backpack or only their bag, and they didn't necessarily pack a 30-day supply of medications. They may have at best had a week's supply of medicines, whether it was they needed to go to the pharmacy or there wasn't time to prepare before leaving. And so the number one role that we have done as a physician here is looking at the medications older individuals take, helping to sort through the medications that have been donated to us and give them a short-term supply until they can get to the next stop. And we have all classes of medications. The primary agents are diabetic agents, blood pressure agents, and then routine over-the-counter meds, cough and cold meds, and basic antibiotics as well for when we have children with sore throats, coughs, earaches, the routine urgent
How many
care.
people a day you are serving here, roughly?
I would say that people that cross the border with our team, it's 50 to 100 people that get identified or ask for help. In the tent, we can have over 100 mothers and children that stay. And again, we've had a few individuals that have been there for 2 weeks because they have lost their husbands and they have 1 or 2 young children, and they don't know what life consists of at this point. And even getting on the bus to go to somewhere new, down the road 10 minutes away, there's a larger refugee center, is too much to process, understandably, at this time.
Oh gosh, yes, especially
So-
when you lost your mother or,
Yeah.
or husband or children.
Correct.
It's, I cannot even imagine what's going on, the mental health
Yeah.
look like, because it's
And that we do have a psychologist in the tent as well for the children. I myself am an emergency physician, but also have a PhD in psychology, and I think that the medicine that I do, the emergency medicine, is easy or routine. Speaking to the individual and realizing the gravity of the situation for them is the difficult but beautiful part of why we're all here, whether it's reporting, because I can help 20 people in a day that stop at the tent, and you can get the message to 1 million people or more.
I run Polish Integration Support Center based in United Kingdom in North Wales, Wrexham, and we've got amazing volunteers, hundreds of them, who supply for you guys like the bandages, sleeping bags, lots of nappies, baby wipes, everything. That was 38 lorries sent through altogether since yesterday, and our next convoy will be 27